What if I told you that this man, theoretical physicist James Gates Jr., found a specific kind of computer code which was invented in the 1940s by a man named Claude Shannon, which was written into the equations that can be used to describe our reality, which led him to question whether or not we are indeed living in some sort of a simulated universe or computer generated reality. What if I told you that Elon Musk, the founder of SpaceX, Tesla, and PayPal, says that he believes that the odds that we are not living in such a simulation are 1 in a billion? In the next few minutes, we will explore this topic and use video games to help us understand the nature of our simulated reality. Players in World of Warcraft have a vast area to explore, but if you try to fly too high, you will discover the hitbox. You won't be able to fly any higher than that. If you get too far away from land, you'll get fatigue, which will slowly kill your character unless you return. If our reality was simulated, would we expect to find similar limitations? While the area that we can observe in outer space is vast, for most of it, the part of it that we interact with on a daily basis is limited to the confines of this planet Earth. Gravity does a fine job of keeping us here, and our dependency on a breathable atmosphere, food, and water ensures that we hardly even step outside of our cosmic front door. World of Warcraft is split up into servers or realms, which could be thought of as parallel universes, where the players are split up into separate realities, which are almost indistinguishable from one another, but this allows for more smooth gameplay, because too many players all in one area can cause massive problems for everyone, including server crashes. In some cases, when there was too many low population servers, realms were combined with each other, because not having enough people around is not only not fun for players, but it's also a waste of valuable resources. If our reality was an artificial simulation, would we be able to see signs of this sort of thing happening in our own world? What if I told you that this line never happened? Go rewatch it if you want. Pause the video. Luke, I am your father? Never happened. Life is like a box of chocolates? Not anymore. Mirror, mirror on the wall? Not in Disney's version, no. Berenstein Bears? Nope, it's Stain. Some might argue that this is just people's false memories, but some people are calling this the Mandela effect. Others will just disagree with you and be stunned if shown the evidence. Some say that people all remember it in a way that's just easier to remember, and that's why they're all remembering it that way, because that's the easy way to remember it, like a mnemonic. But the odd thing is that everyone remembers it wrong in the exact same way. Could this be parallel universes or different servers of our reality? So if I have already convinced you that life is just a game, before you run out and start playing real life like you play Grand Theft Auto, you should understand things like the World of Warcraft gold token, which you can spend real life money to obtain in-game currency, and that can be useful for you in-game. And this is an example of how the simulation you are in could be impactful in the base reality somehow. So say, for example, every time you do something good in this reality, in this simulated reality, you're rewarded in the base reality a little tiny bit. And every time you do the wrong thing, you're paying for it with a microtransaction of the soul, which is costing you something you don't even know that you have. And we all know how these games make it very hard to earn anything, but they make it very easy to lose everything. I'm going to end this video with a quote from my favorite comedian, the late, great Bill Hicks. The world is like a ride in an amusement park, and when you choose to go on it, you think it's real, because that's how powerful our minds are. The ride goes up and down, and around, it has thrills and chills, and it's very brightly colored, and it's very loud, and it's fun for a while. Many of the people have been on the ride a long time, and they begin to wonder, hey, is this real or is this just a ride? And other people have remembered, and they come back to us and say, hey, don't worry. Don't be afraid ever, because this is just a ride. And we kill those people. Shut him up. I've got a lot invested in this ride. Shut him up. Look at my furrows of worry. Look at my big bank account and my family. This all has to be real. But it's just a ride. But we always kill the good guys who try to tell us that. You ever notice that? And let the demons run amok? But it doesn't matter because it's just a ride, and we can change that anytime we want. It's only a choice. No effort, no work, no job, no savings of money, just a simple choice right now between fear and love. The eyes of fear want you to put bigger locks on your doors, buy guns, close yourself off. The eyes of love instead see us all as one. Here's what we can do to change the world right now to a better ride. Take all the money we spend on weapons and defenses each year and instead spend it feeding and clothing and educating the poor of the world, which it would pay for many times over, not one human being excluded, and we could explore space together, both inner and outer, forever, in peace. Rip Bill Hicks. Thanks for watching. I'm Dances.